Oh man, I forgot all about the World Premiere Pack. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more Oz content. Yes, pre-sales are still raging on. They should be wrapping up, I think, Wednesday for those of you that are still wanting to pick up cards. But I do love the fact that the Sword Soul is still the best-selling card in this set. Yeah, that's right. You guys can thank, all of the good power that this card has, being able to search the Thafara and actually working out. We also have the chess core actually still coming in. This chess deck, the more I've watched this play out in like the Kong's events, the more I actually like this deck. This deck seems very, very good. Zen is still coming in at $10. But yes, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. And the Black Chaos actually is bought out at $60. That's very interesting for the people that still need those for the core. And of course, yeah, what do we have over here on the top end still? The extended arts are beautiful, man. These are gorgeous. Looks like the Witness of the Ancients. This actually looks a lot better in person than I expected it to. But everything that you are going to want still, Kong's has in stock, and discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. Alright, well, let's dig into World Premiere Pack 2026. I'm not going to lie to you. I forgot that this was a set. I forgot that, this was coming out, and I was hoping that there'd be something a little bit more exciting in here. But this is the set that brings you Pump King. This is the Dead Army. The fact that they got 3 Starlight Rares dedicated to Pump King is kind of insane. And the fact that the Undead Army is 5,980 yen is crazy. Now, I am going to be the odd man out here. I'm a little bit jealous of these Starlight Rares. I think these Starlights look gorgeous, and obviously the fact that it does bring the new technology to the table and actually showcases that is amazing. I think it just looks really good on Exceed Monsters. The base form Pump King looks good, but let's be honest here. This is also really, really nice. We also do get to see the RB coming to the table. Big guy. Only getting 1 Starlight form, I guess, is a little bit disappointing, but it makes sense. Now, GMX, oh boy, OCG, you gave this deck 2 Starlight Rares. You gave this deck 2! You better be, and I mean this wholeheartedly, you better be bringing this up to snuff if you expect people to buy this pack. And of course, the GMX Velox ends up getting absolutely obliterated off the market, of course. Right, it's the waifu, I guess. The extra secret rares. These are kind of expensive, honestly. So, the light that guides, these are 9,900 yen. And then, of course, the Guardians is a little bit cheaper. I think this ends up being, like 45 after everything is said and done on conversion. So that's pretty... this is the coolest gimmick within the pack, right? Is the extra secret rares that you can get for the full arts. Coming down here to the secret rares, though. Pumpkin's bought out. The Ghost Pumpkin's still around. The Undead Army is bought out. Call of the Living Dead is also bought out. And Soul Plasma, that looks very good in secret rare. I'm so jealous. You guys get actual good secrets. All of your stuff except for Shepherd Crook is still in stock. And Funk Doc. God, Funk Doc was pretty cheap, honestly. To be fair, right? Like, when you look at the RB package, like, the way that the deck works, Funk Doc just kind of messes you up. Why do that when, we have Stage Landing? Obviously, it's a pretty good card. Still pretty cheap on that, too. All of the Associate Professor, man, OCG likes their waifus, man. Of course they do. They see Dino Fu and they're on top of it. They also got the Binding Ring in here, so this will help out their spellcaster piles. And Mercurium has arrived into the OCG. I am quite curious to see how they are going to use Mercurium, because we were doing some kind of cheeky things with this. They kind of rode off into the sunset. But the point is, this is by far one of the better tech slots to be having within this set. Of course, Samuel the Deathmaster also got a secret rare. It's crazy me seeing that as a secret, because, we weren't really doing anything with that. Ultra rares, GMX Bonding. This is an ultra for them. That's crazy, dog. Lucy is a Oh, they finally do get these. That's interesting. This is probably the most interesting thing in this World Premiere Pack next to Mercurium that the OCG will be receiving. And then, of course, the rest of the stuff. They do get this. I wonder how they're going to use this, because this is going to speed up the process very, very nicely for them in terms of their reveals. But, alright, OCG, I see you. Definitely getting some interesting stuff. Now, we have to return back to our side of the world. You know, World Premiere Pack is just kind of a celebration of our TCG exclusives getting ported into Japan. You know, they're finally catching up with our releases. Now, RB, even if you were wanting to pick this deck up, it had a good, decent regional run last little chunk. You know, I think it was every other weekend we were seeing 1 to 2 lists popping up. It was pretty interesting just to watch the turnover for that deck, and it was doing pretty good. But right now, Vulcans are still $20. Stage Landings are still pulling $20. And I do see that the Brute Blues is on buyout status. Again, what is with this card, man? Your only verifieds are 35, 37, and 46. Now, in terms of, you know, sales, you have had no sales on this thing in like 5 days. And you're still only looking at 6 listings being populated right now on that. That is so very interesting to think about, that a card like this, I mean, like, it's probably just the symptoms of Duelist Advance in general kind of recovering out of the dumpster for being a terrible set, but that's interesting. Shepherd's Crook Starlights. This doesn't even look like a Starlight Rare, man. Yeah, take a second to actually look at how bad that looks. Those are $10. The Lambda Cannons are $10. Regular base Stage Landings are 3s, and then Vulcan boosters are 50 cents, and regular Brute Blues are 50 cents. These are all incredibly cheap cards. Funk Dock for us is a 10-cent card. But yeah, as you adventure down here, the rest of this becomes even cheaper to initially work with. So that's RB. Now, the even more infamous, the GMX deck. I hope, and I mean this every single time we have, you know, this exclusive stuff, but I do hope that the OCG takes the problems that the dinosaur pile had and tries to fix them, because we deserve this. These are $10 right now. GMX Partners are $10 as well. Experiment, 55th Starlight Rares are $9. You know, you may as well just pick up some of the Starlight Rares on this stuff just to have them, just in case it does become good. You know, surely it can become better. The fact that Partner Celendias are dollars, these are 50 cents. I am going to say it, I don't think you have a reason not to pick up this core, because this is all very cheap. And then, of course, Call of the Haunted, Starlight Rares are $4. That's very cheap. I mean, obviously you have alternatives like the Hobby Leagues, which are still $20 for this, which is incredible. And then, of course, Platinums are still kind of up there for the funny haha rarity. And then, of course, Pharaoh's Servant prints are still, you know, there. This card has 20 different printings, people. And they're all relatively cheap. They've done a good job keeping this down. Also, Mesa Muertos, $140. Boxes are $95. Illusion Gates are up to $70s now. That's crazy to think about. Dark Magician Destructions are $60s. Gaze of Maya Starlights are pretty cheap. You know, I came here to see how the Pumpkin stuff is doing. And, okay, there's your first Pumpkin. $19, $18 collector's rare. Ectoplasmic Fortifications, $11. The big Pumpkin, the Great Ghost, is $10. The Pumpkin stuff, it's all incredibly cheap. Which, I mean, your secret rare is $10. Why is this in the collector's rare the same price? Pickup time? I wonder. Mesa Muertos is such an interesting, like, long-term experiment, especially, like, looking at the chibis. $3.50 X Ectoplasm X Pumpkins, $3 for the Great Ghost Exceed. But, yeah, the picture I'm being seen here, Undying Legions, $2. Yeah. This is a set. So, hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a walkthrough from the World Premiere Pack today. Just kind of get you a little bit of something to look forward to. And you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.